What is up, y'all? Another day, another video about Mikayla Nogueira. Y'all, she is getting called out yet again. I just feel like it's like back to back with Michaela. But also, I do want to say this though. I feel like when you are obviously somebody so popular like her, you're going to have a lot of haters. You're going to have a lot of people that disagree with you, and you're going to have a lot of people that just don't like you. Do you know what I mean? So I totally get it. But then also at the same time, too, sometimes, like if you guys had recently seen my video where I was like, Mikayla Nogueira is getting called out, but I disagree, is because she was getting called out for like going to Korea and then like being, oh my gosh, they have a Dunkin' Donuts here. I was like, okay. Like, and then I'm gonna keep it so real with you guys. Maybe I just care more like about important things. Do you know what I mean? Like when somebody's being shady or somebody's lying or somebody's being fake, like things that actually are messed up. Do you know what I mean? I was reading the comments of that video, speaking about the one where I was talking about her going to Korea. And I was like, y'all, this is like the first time where I was like, I'm low key defending Michaela because I'm like, people are ridiculous. I was reading those comments in that video that like low key went viral, and I was like, damn, everyone's just taking this opportunity to just bash her. I was like, I have been to several countries before to where I've been like, oh my God, they have a McDonald's here. Oh my God, they have a KFC here. It's because it's an American based place. You wouldn't think that other countries would have that. Obviously, you don't know every single location that McDonald's is going to be in the world. Do you know what I mean? I was like, people are really taking this opportunity just to be hateful, and I don't like stuff like that. Like, I feel like if you're going to like throw shade at Michaela or something, it's like call her out for being a liar, call her out for how many times that she went against the FTC guideline, call her out for how many times that she does undisclosed sponsorships. Do you know what I mean? Those types of things. Within today's video, we're going to be talking about another person who's actually really popular on TikTok. She's a like really popular comedian who is calling out Michaela, and it's like, once again, I just feel like a lot of people are, I don't know. We're going to be talking about the mispronunciation of words, and I just want to let you guys know before getting into this that maybe I just look at life in a different way than a lot of people do, being that I am a high school dropout. I've been very open about this before. I am not the brightest crayon in the box, y'all know, and I've always like said that straight up. Like, I've always referred to myself as dumb, and people are like, oh my God, stop like being so rude to yourself or whatever. And I'm like, no, it's not even that. It's just I know that I'm not the smartest person. I know that I can't read every word. I can't pronounce every word, and I totally get that. And I think the thing is that us on social media, we have such an unrealistic expectation of people to know everything. There has been several comments before in my podcast talking about like, oh, you should educate yourself on this and educate yourself. I'm like, do you really think that I'm going to sit here for 40 hours a week educating myself on everything? I should educate myself on an opinion that I have about Kim Kardashian? Like, girl, bye. I'm not going to do that. Do you know what I mean? I feel like just because something may be common sense to you, it's not common sense to me. And I think that's where people need to really stop. And I'm going to play videos within today's video, or TikToks, I should say, within today's video about the way that Michaela pronounces things. And you know what's so crazy? I just want to say, really, depending upon like where you come from, you may hear things differently. Like, y'all, for the life of me, we always crack jokes about my mom, because whenever she asks for a squirt bottle, like literally if she's like ironing clothes or like doing her hair or whatever, you know what I mean, she'd be like, pass me the skirt bottle, and we're like, the skirt, you mean squirt? Like, she just pronounces it that way. Do you know what I mean? Which is so crazy. And then on top of that too, like she'll be like, instead of like, oh, like specific example I just thought of in Vegas, she'll be like, oh, just go park on the roof. On the roof. I'm like, on the roof. What? Instead of roof. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, it's just things like this. Maybe I've been around it, so therefore I have a different, perception about it. And I really don't take it that deep. I don't take it as people being disrespectful. Basically, you guys are gonna see within today's video that Michaela did an Arabic style makeup, right? And a lot of people were saying that she says Arabic weird, like, or I'm saying it like her. I'm saying Arabic. It's because I watched her video right before this. Arabic. Oh my God. See, there I go. And then somebody could have been bothered right now that I said Arabic. You know what I mean? And she says Arabic, but it's Arabic, you know? And I just don't feel like it's that deep of a thing for people to like hop on the hate train and just kind of like, okay, maybe she made a mistake. Y'all, I have read countless statements before here on this channel, and I'm like, mispronounced words, mispronounced names. It's like, oh my gosh. Sometimes you just want to film a damn video and act like you're talking to your friends. That's really what it is. And I feel like Michaela's the same way in that aspect. If she's like doing something, it's like, damn, does everybody have to sit here and like really do a full-on research about everything before they get on camera and do it? It's like, damn, I just think it's really unrealistic. I feel like it's so unrealistic, and then it's just like, damn, people are grasping at straws, just throw hate, just throw shade, and it's like, I don't know, I just don't like things like that, and that's just my personal opinion. So basically, today's video, once again, is like me low-key defending Michaela. I guess I'm just a Michaela stan over here. No, I'm just, y'all know, yeah, I don't even want to hear it, because y'all know I have called her out countless. Yeah, I made a full video up on my channel talking about all the times that she lied. I caught her in like 7 different lies. Like, I'm like, girl, come on. But I'm just saying things like this. I'm like, girl, because she said Arabic instead of Arabic, it's like, oh my God, okay, I get it. So many people let her know in the comments before this girl made a stitch TikTok to it, calling her out. And I'm just like, okay, she already said sorry. And I bet you the next time she will say Arabic. I was literally going to say Arabic again. Honestly, though, I do feel like she's like low key a little bit like petty like that to where she'll specifically say Arabic on purpose. Do you know what I mean? But like emphasize on it. I don't know. I'm so sorry, but I just feel like at the end of the day, there are so many different things in this world that matter more, and things like this don't. Also, I want to say this too, especially maybe because I'm thinking of it this way. I go onto TikTok so much and I see this whole thing of like how people say this in the UK and how people say this in America. And it's like, depending upon where you grew up, you just say things differently. It's like, damn, like, y'all, so many people will come to America and pronounce things one way, and it's like, no, we pronounce it this way. Do you know what I mean? And then you go over there to the UK and then they pronounce it that way. It's just like, oh my gosh, who's right, who's wrong, it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? We just have different ways of saying things. And I really do feel like, say, for example, if she made like a straight up mistake of mispronouncing this word and then she fixes it, like, who cares? You know what I mean? Or what if like just her and her family and that's just how they like have always said Arabic? They've always said Arabic. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I just feel like there's more important things in life. But anyways, that's what we're going to be talking about within today's video. So let me shut up. Let's go to get into it. Okay, so I'm going to start this off by playing the full TikTok to where she says Arabic instead of Arabic. But I'm going to play this full video only because I'm so curious to know your guys' thoughts and opinions about this. Because a lot of people were calling her out in the comment section saying, girl, like you should have done better research because this actually isn't Arabic makeup. And they were saying that it's different forms of makeup. But this is where I'm going to be so real with you guys yet again. I'm like, y'all, say for example, if I was going to do like a full face of like Cambodian inspired makeup and I Google Cambodian style makeup and that pops up on Google, what am I supposed to do after that? Do you know what I mean? Like, am I supposed to consult with like the Cambodian embassy here in America or something to like finalize and prove like, okay, this is it? It's just like, oh my gosh, it popped up on Google. So what am I supposed to do then? Do you know what I mean? And that's a genuine question because I feel like, say for example, with her, she obviously Googled, Arabic makeup and was like, oh, okay, these are the images that had popped up and this is what she saw and this is what she got inspired by. So say, for example, when you do things like that, like, how else do you know what I mean? That's where I just get a little bit like, I don't know. I start feeling like a lot of times people expect so damn much from people on the internet. It's like, oh my gosh, it's a makeup look at the end of the day. Like, it's not that deep. It's really not that deep. I'm sorry. I do feel like, yes, it would be nice, obviously, for somebody to have such a big platform to obviously embrace other people's cultures and do like beautiful looks inspired by them. And I think that's a really cool concept, to be quite honest with you. But also at the end of the day, like, it's just kind of like if you Google something and that pops up, like, it's like, how do you... And I'm being so serious about this. How do you take an image and then like actually verify that this is in fact Arabic makeup or Cambodian makeup or whatever the culture's makeup is? How do you prove that? Like, do you post it onto your Instagram account and like take a poll, or like what do you do? Do you know what I mean? Because I feel like sometimes, say for example, if you're like, oh my God, you got a comment to do, oh, Chinese style makeup, and it's just kind of like you Google Chinese style makeup. It's like, do you have to consult with everyone before doing it? It's like, oh, I like this look, I'm gonna do it. I thought this was Chinese inspired. You know what I mean? Anyways, go ahead and check out this TikTok right here.
Please do a full face Arabic glam. I'm not even gonna be able to do this any justice. This is so beautiful. I need to do this eye makeup. Oh my gosh. Guys, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna start with the brows. Now, these brows, rich in pigment, and the tail is very elongated. I'm gonna use ABH Dip Brow. First, I'm gonna lay down the hairs. Angled brow brush. And I'm gonna really elongate that tail much more than I normally do. Gonna fill them in nice and rich, then clean it up real good. Ooh, these are the eyes I'm gonna attempt. These are so gorgeous. P. Louise, you need an eye base. I'm going to use the Blends palette and the Made by Mitchell color case. These are creams. I'm beginning with that outer dimensional shade. Taking the smallest amount of a warm tone brown, I'm going to begin to gently run this right through my crease. I want a really beautiful soft diffusion. Then this deep rich brown right in the outer V. Now I'm just softening and perfecting. Now this is important. We're going to do what we do. But you gotta go a little higher with this. So I actually am gonna pull my eye a little bit and I'm gonna make it nice and sharp. But on a real note, you really want this to be really sharp. Let that redness go down. Get your NYX glitter glue. Now we're gonna add the glitter. This is Jelly Wink Cosmetics in Crystal. I'm gonna do like a silver glitter because it fits my skin tone. So I'm gonna lay down some of that glitter glue. Any way you plan on putting that glitter, I'm gonna pick it up with the same brush. This looks gorgeous. I'm gonna begin to press that glitter all over the lid. I love me some glitter, I really do. It just takes it there. Now we're gonna use the blackest, maddest eyeliner I own. The eyeliner is the star of the show here. Let's attempt it. Once you have the wings, you're actually gonna diffuse it into the eyeshadow. Cut it with concealer. Look at how sharp cutting it with concealer made it. Now, a very important part of the look is doing this with your eyeliner. It's basically doing a wing in your tear duct, and you just connect it. Now we're gonna tightline. You wanna tightline the entire top as well as the entire bottom. And it's starting to come together.
As y'all saw from right there, she did her Arabic style makeup. No, I'm just playing. Arabic style makeup. Y'all, I'm gonna be so real with you guys. I'm literally gonna start saying Arabic now, only because I feel like it's like embedded in my head to say Arabic now instead of Arabic. Anyways, I'm gonna be so real with you guys. I low-key feel really stupid because looking at that makeup, to me, as somebody who is obviously not really like, you know, educated on the culture, I kind of thought that that was Arabic style makeup, honestly. And I have done, well, what I thought was Arabic style makeups before at MAC. Well, working at MAC, y'all, I feel like I've done a lot. And I feel like it was similar style. So that's why I'm just kind of like, I guess I was doing it wrong all along. But low key, I've never got a complaint saying like, oh no, this isn't, you know, Arabic style. So I don't know. Maybe things are different, or maybe people have different, you know, perceptions. I don't really know. Anyways, nonetheless, that right there obviously got a lot of people in the comments talking because they were saying this is not even Arabic style makeup. Obviously, if you're educated on that, let us know down below. To my opinion, as somebody who is not educated, you know, in Arabic culture, then I feel like, obviously, to me, I'm like, oh, okay, I could see it, you know, but I guess I'm wrong. Any which way, from that, this well, I don't know if she's not an influencer, she's a comedian on TikTok. She did a stitch to this, and she seemed a little bit pressed about it, y'all. If I'm keeping it so real with you guys, I was like, whoa. Like, her being a comedian, I was kind of surprised that she was, like, really, really pressed about this. I was like, okay, girl. But, I mean, I get it. Hey, everyone's going to feel, you know, differently about different things. But I just feel like at the end of the day, like, it's I don't know. I don't think it's that big of a deal. That's just me, though. That's just me. Cancel me. Anyways, check out this TikTok right here.
Please do a full face Arabic glam.
Hello, my friends. Welcome back to my channel. Here's the thing. Okay? Just hear me out. If you don't know something, like I make happy birthday videos on Cameo, and if I don't know how to pronounce somebody's name, I use this cool new invention called the Googly, and I type in their name, and then I type in how to pronounce in front of their name. You know what I'm saying? So that way, the Googly gives me an idea, because I get it. When you just read a word, it's different than when you say the word. Like, there's been so many times where I have pronounced things incorrectly, you know? And it's okay. But here's the thing. I don't think that you should keep making the same fucking mistake over and over again when people tell you that that's not how you pronounce it, because you think you're an untouchable influencer. Hashtag I said what I said. Okay, bye.
As y'all saw from right there, low-key, in my opinion, I was like, oh my gosh, that's a little bit aggressive. I mean, hey, say what you gotta say, you know. Obviously, free speech is a thing, but I was like, whoa, damn, she was like really pressed about this. I do want to touch on this topic, though, and like shed some light, maybe so that way you guys have a different perception of things and see kind of like where my brain works. Is I have pronounced, or mispronounced I should say, so many things in my life for such a long period of time, and then like, say for example, some people around you just don't correct you, maybe because they don't know better, or maybe just because they don't want to correct you, and then you just go about thinking that things are pronounced this way. Recently, this literally just happened this past weekend. I, for the longest time, was saying, and I'm talking about like, I've had so many family members who had babies and they're like in the NICU, NICU, I don't know how to pronounce it. I have always called it the INCU, and my homegirl was like, what? Her baby's in the what? And I was like, in the INCU? And she's like, no, it's the NICU. And NICU, how do you say? I don't know, NICU. I was like, I was like, is the INCU not a thing? And she's like, no. I was like, oh my god, I thought it was the INCU the whole entire time. And y'all, the way I have been saying this for like years, like literally just like a few years ago, my cousin's baby was in the NICU and I said INCU to everybody. And I'm just like, why did no one ever correct me? Like, I just didn't know. Do you know what I mean? And I just feel like these things happen. And I'm just like, damn, to see people get so aggressive about it rather than just simply say, like, hey, you know, you're pronouncing it wrong. I don't know, y'all. I just kind of come from a different type of place of things of like, say, for example, if my homegirl says something wrong, I'll just be like, oh, it's pronounced this way. That's it. I don't get all pressed about it. Do you know what I mean? But hey, to each their own. I'm just so curious to know what you guys have to say about this, y'all. Am I just dumb and delusional that I just feel like, you know what it is maybe I'm just way too accepting. Honestly, that I'm just kind of like, I don't know. Like, I feel like if somebody mispronounces something, somebody can call me the wrong name or something, and I literally just don't give a shit. Do you know what I mean? So it's just kind of like, maybe it's from that place. But also at the same time, too, I'm just like, y'all, people have this thing, like this comedian specifically, let me touch on this really fast, too, when she says, if you don't know how to pronounce something, Google it. But why would you think to Google it if you thought you were pronouncing it the right way? That's my whole entire, like, y'all, I never sat there and Googled the INQ. I'm like, no, I just always thought it was the INQ. Like, there's so many words that I have mispronounced that I can't think of right now, but I swear I have like a list of them to where I was like, oh my god, I literally have been saying it this way this whole entire time. Do you know what I mean? Like, if you guys watch my videos, I'm sure you guys have seen that I mispronounce something, and like I may say it with full on conviction because I may think that I'm right in pronouncing it that way. I wouldn't stop and think like, oh, I'm pronouncing it wrong, so let me Google it. It's like, no, I just went my whole life thinking that this is how you pronounce it, and I think Michaela probably thought the same way. You know what I mean? I don't know. I feel like I'm coming from a little bit more of an understanding place, but I'm starting to see in life a lot of people are not very understanding. So anyways, make sure you guys let me know your thoughts and opinions about everything. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out, Girl Scout.